Hey guys, Paradise here with a new video. As you can tell, I dug out my old ass Hogwarts shirt for the occasion. I don't even remember when I bought this shirt. Also, it's too small because it was technically a crop top when I bought it. But I got the largest size, so I wanted the shirt, so it shows my tummy. Here, let me. Oh, I'm gonna have to back it up, guys. See? Shows my tummy. Well, it's fine. You can't see it anyway. But yeah, as you can probably guess from the Hogwarts shirt, we are going to do the video I teased twice and haven't done yet. Reading Harry Potter! Woo! Is it good? Did it age well? Debatable. Do I still like the series? Yes. Again, disclaimer that I did in my Percy Jackson video is I know the author is a piece of shit. I know that already, and I do not endorse her at all. Don't support her, guys. She's an awful human being. But I also stand by the take that even though she's a shit human, I can still like the books. And I know that's kind of a take, but it has a special place in my heart for him. And I think despite everything, I will always like Harry Potter. And part of it is a nostalgia type thing, because I said in my Percy Jackson video that Harry Potter was the first book series that actually got me into reading. I have a stupid story. In 6th grade, 7th grade, around there, they had this thing at school. If you if you read 1,000,000 words, you would get a special honor and stuff. And I don't know why, but past me was you know what? I want to do that. I don't know why I want to do that because I hated reading. But I was I want to do that for some reason. Don't ask past Paradise. She was crazy back then too. And I heard the cheat code would be if you read all the Harry Potter books, you would essentially read more than 1,000,000 words in one book series. And I was like, oh, I'll just read Harry Potter and then done. Cheat easy. And so that's what I did. Oh, there we go. But yeah, that's what I did, and then I never stopped reading. So in a weird way, I have to thank J.K. Rowling, which is so gross to say. So gross to say. Just because, her books did change my life in a good way, and it just sucks that she turned out to be the worst human being imaginable. But yeah, now that we're here, I figured it's been a really long time since I read the books. I watched the movies a ton because I like the movies. They're fun. They're fun movies. I don't think anybody can argue that the Harry Potter movies aren't bad movies. They're fun movies, and I'll watch them every once in a while and have a good time. But the books, I don't think I've read, at least not the first one, since 7th grade, which is a very long time ago. Should I say my age? No, I'm not going to say my age, but it's older than you think. Anyway, I am stalling, but in this video, we're gonna read chapter 1, react to it, and just go from there. Yeah. Just gonna kind of hopefully go back and forth between this one and Percy Jackson for now. Maybe do 2 videos. I don't know yet. I haven't decided. This is new to me, as I've said many times. But either way, thank you for watching. If you like my content, please like, subscribe, leave a comment. I would love you forever. Seriously. I read all the comments. I will try my best to reply to you. I really, really, really love you guys. To everybody that supported me at the beginning and everybody who's slowly subscribing now, thank you. You're the best. But yeah, without further ado, chapter 1 of Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. Like that. Chapter 1, The Boy Who Lived. If I remember right from this chapter, it's a lot of Dursley, which is too much Dursley, arguably. The Dursleys, well, maybe except for, I think Dudley kind of gets a redemption arc at the end, like a little bit. I might be just projecting that. I don't know if he does. I can't remember. I feel like he does, like, say sorry. Maybe I just dreamed that. I don't know. But anyway, the two older Dursleys, they can get hit by a car. Not literally though. Don't advocate violence, guys. Don't advocate violence, but I'm just saying if they did though. Anyway, chapter 1, The Boy Who Lived. Mr. and Mrs. Dursley. Already a horrible start. You'd expect to be involved in anything strange or mysterious because they just didn't hold with such nonsense. They sound so boring. Like, you know, they are the Karens in your neighborhood that nobody wants to talk to. Nobody wants to talk to the Dursleys. Was a big, beefy man with hardly any neck. Although he did have a very large mustache. Okay. Not selling it for me. Not selling me on the Mr. Dursley. Mrs. Dursley was thin and blonde and had nearly twice the usual amount of neck. I love that though. Okay, that was kind of funny. Got the like neck and the neck. Which came in very useful as she spent so much of her time craning over garden fences, spying on the neighbors. Oh God. Oh God, she's one of those neighbors. The Dursleys had a small son named Dudley, and in their opinion, there was no finer boy anywhere. And, like, I kind of feel bad for Dudley, because that's a weird take to have, to feel bad for Dudley, because he's also just a shit kid, but at the same time, he has shit parents, you know? Like, that's not his fault that he had awful parents, dude. Like, that spoiled him and didn't teach him anything that he needed to be taught. Just like, he needed better parents. I feel like Dudley redemption arc, I'm kind of here for it if I'm not, like, pretending it did happen or not. If it did, I think it happened in the last book. So it's going to be a while before we see the Dudley redemption arc. If there even is one. And they hadn't met in several years. In fact, Mrs. Dursley pretended she didn't have a sister because her sister and her good-for-nothing husband were as undursley-ish as it was possible to be. I'm sorry, here, I'll zoom in and enhance. Do you see? Wait, let me see. Wait, oh, backwards. Oh, it's right there. Let me. As undursley as possible. Okay, I can read. I can mostly read. But yeah, if I was Lily Potter, I wouldn't see my sister either. Sometimes you just gotta come off. I know that sounds kind of sad. Like, you should love your parents and your siblings and stuff, right? No. Sometimes it's better to just ditch them. And I know that's kind of a sad thing to say. Like, I'm here for the, like, try to be cordial and loving to your family. But sometimes you can give them chances. But after a while, dude, they're not going to change. And maybe they will, maybe they won't. But, like, you should just live your life, you know? And just move on. Because like, if you were related to this Dursley, I would never see her again. Like, I would love her, you know, if she was my sister. Internally, I would be a little upset with myself for loving her. But I would still love her, but I don't think I would come visit her unless she maybe invited me. You know what I mean? I don't know. Anyway. Also, I hate how they said good for nothing. Well, to be fair, James was like kind of a shit kid too. He was like a bully back in his good old days, which, like, I don't think a lot of people talk about. He was kind of a dick to Snape. I'll say it. He was a dick to Snape. But also, Snape was kind of a dick too. There's a lot of dicking going around. But that's probably not the word I should use. But there's a lot of, it's not all black and white, okay? Dicking. Anyway, I'm not that far in. I'm only on page 2. I gotta get on with this, man. I'm on deadly mixing with a child like that. Dude. Leave Harry alone. He's a good kid. Mostly. He's mostly a good kid. He has his faults, like every kid does, but, like, better than Dudley, though. When Mr. and Mrs. Dursley woke up on Mr. Dursley hummed as he picked out his most boring tie for work, and Mrs. Dursley gossiped away happily as she wrestled a screaming Dudley into his high chair. I love how they're making him seem real boring, right? But at the same time, it has, like, the counter effect of me not... Like, I remember when I first started reading this, chapter 1 was a slog for me. Because I was like, I don't care about this Dursley dude. I don't care about them all. Where's the wizards? Where's the... I don't care about this guy going to work or owls flying everywhere. I want to see the magic. I want to see the Sorcerer's Stone. But past me, child me, you could have waited a little bit. You were almost there. There would have been letters flying everywhere. You know, the fun stuff happens after the boring stuff. But, like, what a decision to make, though, as, like, an author standpoint, to make the first chapter boring. You know what I mean? Like, you want to suck them in. That sounds kind of weird, but you know what I mean. You want to get them to want to read more, and, like, they chose the most boring character in existence to lead this story for some reason. J.K. Rowling, what are you doing? What are you doing, boy? And maybe she was just a bad author all along. Okay, I'll stop. I was going to say I'll stop dissing J.K. Rowling, but I feel like, objectively, I have to diss J.K. Rowling, because, again, like, her views are so whack, dude. They're so whack. Anyway, I'm going to just move on with my story. Little tyke turtled Mr. Dursley as he left the house. He got into his car and backed out of number 4's drive. Like, okay, as much as Mr. and Mrs. the Dursleys, as much as, like, they're awful human beings, at least I can say that they, like, it's kind of a toxic love, but they do love their son. You know what I mean? Like, they do care about him, but, like, in the most toxic way imaginable. But, you know, I'll just say to that. The trick of the light. Mr. Dursley blinked and stared at the cat. It stared back. I mean, that seems like cat behavior, though, to be fair to Mr. Dursley. No, looking at the sign, cats couldn't read maps or signs. You don't know that. You don't know that, Mr. Dursley. If anything, cats will keep the secret away from humans forever and never tell them. That's just the cat thing to do, you know? That's just the cat thing to do, is be little menaces. Dude, I like cats, though. I want a cat so bad, but I'm allergic. Which is so sad to me. I guess I could do the, like, bajillion shots, you know, to not be allergic anymore, but, like, I hate shots. But cats, though. Yeah, you know, one day I'll think about it. One day I'll think about it. Also, I think this is technically McGonagall, I believe, if I remember right. At least the movies tell me it's McGonagall. Though McGonagall showed up at night, so maybe it's not McGonagall. Or is that just a movie inaccuracy? Anyway, it doesn't matter. I have to get past boring Dursley's life here and then get to the good shit. And by something else. As he sat in the usual morning traffic jam, that sucks, dude. I'm glad I don't live in like a big city, because even though I have to drive like 20 minutes into town to like go to work, at least I'm not in traffic the whole time. What? But it is nice. It's nice and quiet out here, you know what I mean? So I don't have to deal with all the neighbors. I might just be antisocial though. The get-ups you saw on young people. When was this? I think this is set in like I think the last book is set in 1999, I think. So what is this? This is like 19. No, this is like 1980s when this is happening. When Harry Potter is tiny. 1980s. Right? When's Harry Potter? Okay, I'm looking it up. When was Harry Potter born? When was Harry Potter born? 1980. I was right. Haha. Well, I guess it would be 1981, right? 1981, because he's like a year old when his parents die, I think. I think he's a year old when he died. So I think it's like 1981 is when this takes place. Also, I closed the book like a fool. Now I gotta find where I was. I got distracted. My thought was, it's funny because every generation thinks that way. Like, those youngins, those young people in their weird clothes. Old people, man. Does that make me ageist? I feel like this will be telling, because I work in retail. I think I said that before. And I know this will sound bad, but the majority, not all of them, but the majority of the, like, quote unquote, Karens are old people. And I don't want to say that because I feel like that's so mean and stereotypy. But, like, when 95% of them are, like, old people that are, like, rude to me as a customer service worker, it starts to make you, like, I don't want to say hate, because hate is a strong word, but, you know, it makes you wary of old people. How about that? It makes you wary. Like, now I have a weird, like, internal dialogue in my head. When an old person comes up to do a return, I'm like, are they going to be mean to me? And I know that's so bad. It's so bad. I shouldn't think like that, right? You shouldn't judge anybody by their age, race, nothing. But man, it's kind of hard. I got the, like, war flashbacks, the retail PTSD, you know? Harder to concentrate on drills that morning. This guy's so boring. Nighttime. Mr. Dursley, however, had a perfectly normal owl-free morning. Because his life is so fucking boring, dude. Excuse my language. He yelled at 5 different people. He made several important telephone calls and shouted a bit more. He was in a very good mood, even though he's shouting all day. You know, he would definitely be that old person that came up doing returns. He would be that old person. Oh, no. Oh, I hate him more just for that. A large donut in a bag that he caught a few words of what they were saying. Dude, a donut sounds good right now. Maybe I should go get a donut after this. He dashed back across the road, hurried up to his office, snapped at his secretary not to disturb them, seized his telephone, and almost finished dialing his phone number when he changed his mind. Dude, that was one ass sentence. Ran out of breath halfway through. Potter wasn't such an unusual name. Is it, though? Is it? I don't know. I don't live in Britain, so is it not an unusual name? I don't know. Someone tell me. Tell me in the comments, please. I love you. Thank you. He was sure there were lots of people called Potter who had a son called Harry. To be fair, though, there's probably a lot of Harrys. To be fair on Mr. Dursley. I think I he was called Harry. That's sad. He doesn't even know his name. He never even know it. It might have been Harvey or Harold. There was no point in worrying Mr. Dursley. She always got upset and he didn't tell her sister. He didn't blame her. He has a sister like that. But all the same, people close. Or Mr. Dursley, you know what? You got a hard country girls. You know, so worried that the door. Sorry, you're still on It was time for by the cloak. Missing all that having almost Rejoice, for you know who has gone at last. Even muggles like yourself should be celebrating this happy, happy day. Shouldn't he be, like, arrested for breaking the secrecy law? The old man hugged Mr. Dursley around the middle and walked off. You just... he probably hated that. Oh, no. Oh, no. I'm just imagining Mr. Dursley's face. Oh, no. Mr. Dursley stood rooted to the spot. Oh, sorry. I tear up when I laugh. I'm not crying. At least, I should just say you know who for J.K. Rowling. You know who. At least she's making it really easy to, like, and be bored of this man. Bored of this man. Around its eyes. Shoo! Said Mr. Dursley loudly. How long is this chapter, dude? I'm gonna die of sadness. Maybe I'll do, like... Okay, it's not that bad. It's not that bad. Again, why would you make the first chapter of this book based on Mr. Dursley? You're making all the readers want to leave. Mrs. Dursley had a nice, normal day. Oh no, it's from her perspective too. I forgot, dude. Oh, I'm suffering. Why? I hate both of them. Can we get to, like, Draco? We need, like, a Draco chapter. I should say this now. I do like Draco Malfoy. In a sense that, like, I think fan fiction has changed my perspective on Draco Malfoy. If you know what I mean. I just get to Ron or the twins or something, man. Went into the living room in time to catch the last report of the evening news. God, dude. It's so boring. It's so boring. Oh, it's so boring. I'm dying internally. If any bird watches everywhere, I reported that the nation's owls have been behaving very unusual today. Although I was normally hunted at night and I hardly ever seen a daylight. I've been under the sighting of these birds flying in every direction since sunrise. Experts are able to explain why the owls are suddenly changed their sleeping pattern. That's right, I'm not Come out here, anymore. It looks like not here. The newscaster led us most mysterious. And now over to Jim McGuffin. With the weather going to be any more showers of owls tonight, Jim? Oh, God, dude. That's not the best segue this newscaster could come up with. It's not. Well, Ted said the weatherman. I don't know about that, but it's not only the owls that have been acting on today. Viewers as far as Yorkshire and Dundee have been coming in to tell me that the rain today. They're having a town war of shooting stars. Perhaps people have been celebrating bonfire night early. It's not until next week, folks, but I can promise a wet night tonight. For my tears from how boring this is. Oh, I'm suffering. In town today, so, snapped Mrs. Dursley. What a rude-ass bitch. This is your husband. At least be nice to him. God damn. What's his name again? Howard, isn't it? Harry. Nasty common name, if you ask me. Isn't, like, there a bunch of princes named Harry? He yawned and turned over. It couldn't affect them. How very wrong he was. You know, I will... You know, reading a lot of fan fiction... I'll just admit, I read a lot of fan fiction. But reading a lot of fan fiction, like, you kind of realize that Dumbledore kind of sucks. Like, he left this poor child with the abusive Dursleys, and then, like, didn't come save him. I know there was, like, a bullshit reason that they're like, you have to be with him. It's the safest option. Dude, he's getting abused. You could have figured anything else out. Took him to a safe house or something. There, I solved the issue for you, Dumbledore. Why the adults all kind of suck? The adults kind of all suck, except for, well, I was gonna say Molly Weasley, I guess, maybe. And no, you know what? I rescind. Oh, I don't rescind it, but like Ron's dad is kind of a cutie patootie. Then again, I haven't read these in a long time, so maybe he's like also awful. Yeah. I guess I like McGonagall. And like, no, I was gonna say Snape's not awful, but he is. You know? Sorry, Snape. I know you get like a kind of redemption, but you still kind of suck too. Poor Harry needs better adults in his life. Popped out of the ground. The cat's tail twitched and its eyes narrowed. Dude, this book is putting me to sleep. Not even lying. It's like making me tired. Harry Potter, why can't you be more interesting, dude? What the hell, man? How did past me get through this? Nothing like this man had ever been seen on Privet Drive. Or is it Private Drive? Who cares? Who cares? Who cares at this point? It's a street that the Dursleys live on. Ooh, I'm suffering, guys. Ugh, why is this so boring? Oh, I need to get Harry Potter out of here and grab Percy Jackson's stat. It's way more interesting than this. A hot take, Percy Jackson's way more fun than Harry Potter so far. His belt. He was wearing long robes, a purple cloak that swept the ground, and high-heeled buckled boots. Wow, what a fashion icon Dumbledore is. I'm just imagining him just like strutting, like Dumbledore strutting down a runway, just like with like badass high-heeled like buckled boots. I need someone to make an edit of that so bad. Like someone animate that for me. Someone edit that. I would enjoy that so much. Oh my god. Oh god, I'm tearing up. Oh my god, I need that in my life. Maybe you can take Snape walking down the hallway, put Dumbledore's head on it, and then like Photoshop some boots. Perfect. Got the strut and everything. Okay, I can't breathe, sorry. Oh, I got tears in my eyes, dude. Oh, man. Anyway, spectacles, and his nose was very long and crooked, as though it had been broken at least twice. Isn't there like backstory to the broken nose? I never read the new books or watched the movies, so I don't know. I think, isn't like canonically, even though like canonically is kind of a hard word to say, isn't Dumbledore and like Grindelwald a thing? Wasn't it that like the author was like, you know who? Wasn't she like, oh, they're gay after it? And like, we're like, well, why didn't you write them to be gay in the books? And then it's silence. If I remember right. I don't know what to say to that. I'm just going to continue. Bet that that was Daedalus? Diggle? He never had much sense. Daedalus Diggle. Daedalus? Daedalus Diggle? What a name. A kind of muggle sweet I'm rather fond of. I really don't care about this lemon drop, guys. How many more pages do I have? Oh, it's so long. No, thank you, said Professor McGonagall. Gets so confusing if we keep saying you-know-who. Might mistake it for J.K. Rowling. You flatter me, said Voldemort calmly. You flatter me, said Voldemort calmly. Voldemort had powers I will never have. It's also, like, funny that Voldemort's name is a stinking anagram or whatever. Like, what a... like, that's the evil mastermind we have here. Took I am Tom Riddle to, like, it's Tom Mavar Riddle and made I am Voldemort. Or Lord Voldemort. I swear, this book's making me lose my brain cells. I'm not gonna lie. I blushed so much since Madame Pomfrey told me she liked my new earmuffs. Professor McGonagall had reached the point the most anxious to discuss the real person she had been waiting on a cold, hard wall all day, neither as a cat nor a human. And a big Dumbledore with a piercing stare. She didn't know. I was playing whatever everyone's saying. She was not going to believe it until Dumbledore told her that it's true. Blah, 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 blah. What they're saying, she pressed on. It was a very odd watch. It had 12 hands with no numbers. Instead, little planets were moving around the edge. That's actually really cool. I kind of want that watch. Cool. They're the only family has left. You can't mean the people who live here. Come on, McGonagall, say something more in outrage, dude. It's Harry Potter, come and live here. Why is McGonagall the only responsible one? Why? Argue more, McGonagall. Why are you letting this happen? Why are you letting this happen? McGonagall, adopt him. Oh my god, I need that. McGonagall needs to adopt Harry Potter. Can someone write a fanfic? Imagine McGonagall adopting Harry Potter. Has anybody ever thought of this? Dude, I need this fan fiction right now. I need it. It sounds so cute. His aunt and uncle will be able to explain everything to him when he's older. I've written them a letter. Don't trust them. Oh, God, dude. We could excuse... Sorry, on notification. We could excuse not knowing at the beginning. Like, maybe Dumbledore thought that they would get better once they realized that Harry didn't have a home. But when Harry gets to Hogwarts and is obviously being abused by these people, he should have done something. Oh, the frustration is real. It would be enough to turn any boy's head. Famous before he can walk and talk. Famous for something he won't even remember. Can't you see how much better off he'll be growing up away from all that until he's ready to take it? How would you know? The logic here. So you're willing to get this boy abused just so he doesn't get a big head? Teach the boy not to have a big head. Oh my god, Dumbledore, you suck. Dumbledore, you suck ass, dude. Oh my god. Professor McGonagall opened her mouth, changed her mind. McGonagall, no, you could have adopted Harry. Swallowed and then said, yes, you're right, of course. But how is the boy getting here, Dumbledore? She gave in so quickly. McGonagall, you were Harry's last hope. You gave up so easily. You could have adopted him. God, I'm losing my mind. Big to be allowed and so wild. I don't know why I said that like Hagrid. Of his face, he had hands the size of trash can lids. So big. You know how big a trash can lid is? It's like at least 4 of these books. in their leather boots were like baby dolphins. Like, what a weird... That's a... Why did they... Like, what a weird way to describe that. Motorcycle. Borrowed it, Professor Dumbledore, sir? I don't know why I gave him a... Why did I give him a southern accent all of a sudden? The giant climbing... Young Sirius Black lent it to me. I've got him, sir. I wonder if... you know who. You know who. I wonder if they had the plan for Sirius Black giving him the motorcycle and then having the whole book 3 happen, or if they just put Sirius Black and then realized as they were writing book 3 that they're like, oh shit, that's gonna be a plot hole, isn't it? So they had to fix it and like write it in. I wonder. I'm curious. You can see a curiously shaped cut like a light bolt of lightning. And I feel like the movie done Harry dirty by just doing the, you know, because like when I read this, and I'm not the only one, I've seen other people actually mention this. I imagined it as like, you know, when you get struck by lightning, you get the like scars on your arms and stuff. I imagined it like that. Like, Editing Paradise, remember to put a picture in of what that looks like right now. That's what I imagined. So they just made the like what a disservice to poor Harry. He could have had a cool ass scar. You know what I mean? But no, we have to have the fake lightning bolt. Is that where? Whispered Professor McGonagall. Yes, said Dumbledore. He'll have the scar forever. How would he know that? He wasn't there. Or was he? Was he there? No. Yeah. No, Snape was there. I don't think Dumbledore was there. How would he know that? Could I say goodbye to him, sir? Said Hagrid. Oh, that's so cute. He bit his great shaggy head over Harry and gave him what must have been a very scratchy, whiskery kiss. Then suddenly Hagrid had let out a howl like a wounded dog. Oh, Hagrid's best boy, dude. Oh, it's so cute. Little Harry off to live with Muggles. Oh, he's so nice. Hagrid's so cute. Oh, man. Yes, it's all very sad, but get a grip on yourself, Hagrid, or we'll be found, Professor McGonagall whispered. McGonagall, come on, man. Maybe you shouldn't adopt Harry. Never mind. You're not... Hagrid should adopt Harry. Yeah, I'm changing my view. Hagrid should adopt Harry. Imagine that, though. Hagrid adopting Harry. That'd be so cute. That'd be so cute, dude. Oh, I changed my mind. Hagrid needs to adopt Harry. Like 3 days ago, stat. I see the end of the tunnel, guys. I see the end of the tunnel! Oh, we can make it. Hagrid's shoulder shook. Oh, Hagrid's shoulder shook. Oh. Professor McGonagall blinked furiously. Okay, McGonagall, you were just acting like a strict, strong lady. I take it back. McGonagall and Hagrid, joint adoption. Oh. And the twinkling light that usually shone in Dumbledore's eyes seemed to have gone out. Oh, shut up, Dumbledore. We all know your true intentions. Professor Dumbledore, sir, wiping the streaming tears on his jacket sleeve. He's so precious, dude. And McGonagall blew her nose in reply. Oh, okay. At least McGonagall's crying. Dumbledore, why aren't you crying, Dumbledore? You're doing this, Dumbledore. Hashtag I hate Dumbledore. Not knowing he would be woken in a few hours' time by Mrs. Dursley's scream, holding up their glasses and saying in a hushed voices, to Harry Potter, the boy who lived. Dun dun dun! Yay! It's finished! Chapter 1! Oh, Like, why was half of that such a slog to read? And, like, my thought was, like, doesn't this take place near Halloween, right? And I don't know the weather, the usual weather of that time, but where I usually used to live in Montana, and like other places higher up the world, the hemisphere, it gets pretty cold during Halloween. Like sometimes it would even snow. So I'm like, did he put a warming charm on this baby? It doesn't seem so. So this poor kid was left out in the cold all night long. Dumbledore, why do you suck? Why does Dumbledore suck? That's my takeaway. Dumbledore sucks. Also, like, why is the first half of this chapter so boring? Why couldn't it just start with McGonagall being like, these guys suck? Easy. Easy. Well, anyway, that was chapter 1 of Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. That was actually kind of painful. That was painful to read. How did Past Paradise do this? How did Past Paradise do this? How did Past Paradise do this? Well, either way, I hope you enjoyed my suffering and my reaction to this chapter 1 of Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. I think I already said this, I think, but, you know, like, subscribe, leave a comment. Thank you for watching, and, yeah. Like, I don't know, I'm just exhausted now. This book took it out of me. But either way, thank you guys, and I really appreciate you for watching, and I will see you soon. Bye! Oh, I gotta stop doing that. Bye! Just bye.